Good afternoon, new 1%. It's Satoshi Boomin coming at you with another video. And guys, I'm going to need you to hit that subscribe button for me. The YouTube algorithm can never be satisfied. I got my hot tea and honey locked and loaded, ready to go. Let's get the show started. And today we are talking about Cardano, guys. Cardano, yes, sir. Not really too much to look at on the price, guys. It just looks like accumulation here. But it's okay. Plenty of time to pick up some cheap Cardano, and that's exactly what I'm doing. So, yeah, just accumulating here. Whales do not want to see us win, man. They just want to kind of see us hang out here in this $1.20 range. But hopefully, after the Alonzo hard fork happens, we start to get more birds released. That number will go up. Guys, I still believe that we're still super early. Again, you know, in your circle, in your job, wherever you're going today, just go ahead and ask random people that you haven't talked to before, and just ask them, hey, do you know what a Cardano is? Do you know what they're trying to do? They're not gonna know, guys. So, you know, we're still in the early stages, and the great thing is we still got a long way to go. And that's what excites me. So it's been about 14 days since we've hit all-time highs. And I know people in their attention spans are waning and they want to see number go up more. We get it. But, you know, we're at the whims of whales and other market pressures. But, hey, you know, as long as I can buy, you know, sub $5 Cardano, I'm happy. So, moving on. So yesterday, guys, was a monumental day for the Cardano ecosystem. We reached D-Day, 100% decentralization. Input output says, so there we have it, 100% decentralized block production on Cardano. Thank you to each and every SPO developer out there who has brought us here, helping to build, run, and grow Cardano. This is a great moment, and we're still just getting started. So thank you to everybody. Thank you to the whole community. We have reached D-Day. Full decentralization. 100% of the blocks on the Cardano blockchain are being created by stake pool operators. Guys, if you want to get your stake pool operation a little bit more marketing, please hit me up on Twitter, guys. Link in the description below. You know, you're going to need delegators in order to make blocks. If you want to make a block per epoch, you're going to need about 1 million ADA delegated or actively staked. So hit me up. I'm doing stake pool operator shout outs for you guys. You know, little sponsorship here and there. And hopefully, you know, your small stake pool operation can grow and you can mint blocks and, you know, truly decentralize the network. So let me know. Hit me up on Twitter. Moving on. All right, guys, so we talked a little bit about Occam Finance a couple of days ago. I wanted to revisit this because I think that this is going to be big, guys. I think that this is going to be big. This is a launch pad, a DeFi launch pad, and I think that, you know, this could have, you know, great implications on the Cardano blockchain, especially with this Occam's Razor token. So this is the first launchpad and liquidity solution for Cardano. We already talked about this. Similarly to Polkastarter on Polkadot, the team based in Switzerland aims to establish a decentralized fundraising on Cardano to catalyze liquidity for Cardano on large scale. So this is exciting. Again, they've been audited by Swiss-based Scalable Solutions, which will be made available shortly. The time is coming, guys. We've got, you know, 2 months pretty much until, you know, the hard fork is initiated, and then another month for exchanges to come on board and facilitate the hard fork. So I want to get these things in your brain. The Occam ecosystem on Cardano, just briefly, again, this is a review. In addition to Occam's Razor, the ecosystem will consist of a soon-to-be-launched DEX and credit market, as well as a governance layer managed by a decentralized autonomous organization. Occam Finance will issue the OCC token. Now, don't go out and buy OCC token right now. That's a different token. OCC token will be issued later, which will provide holders with say and monetary incentives. Regarding the latter, Occam Finance revealed that the OCC token will provide access to premium quality pools, staking, and allocation of proceeds. For the start, Occam will rely on Ethereum. Naturally, OCC will be launched for trading due to the current lack of available trading infrastructure on Cardano as the ERC20 token. However, as we are a Cardano-focused ecosystem, we will also launch the OCC simultaneously as a Cardano native token, ensuring cross-chain fungibility through our tailor-made bridge as we move forward. More on this to come soon. The OCC token will be available first through Balancer and then Uniswap. So I don't think the OCC token has come out yet. So don't go out and FOMO into a fake OCC token. But I wanted to bring this up again because this is actually big news, guys. Like, I can't wait to use the functionality on Occam's Razor. And hopefully we'll be able to make some money, provide a liquidity, being able to vote. The OCC token should be relatively decently priced once it releases. And yeah. We're coming for that lunch money, Ethereum. All right, this is pretty awesome, guys. Hold on, I need to take a sip of tea here. Tasty. So IOG, they are hiring. So if you guys are looking for a job, if you guys have software development skills amongst other skills, go ahead and apply. Unfortunately for me, I am not, let's go ahead and get rid of that. Unfortunately for me, I am not qualified for any of these damn jobs. Front end, they got resourcers, bid and proposals manager, Solidity software engineer, data and insights analyst. What happened? Mining relationship managers, exchange relationship managers, product owners, software engineers. A lot of software engineering jobs, guys. So if you're a developer, go ahead, work for IOG. That'd be cool as hell. I wish that I could do some of these jobs. I'd just be there happy, be like, oh shit, I get to meet Charles. But yeah, I'm not qualified for any of this stuff. Maybe for the learning and development manager, I could be qualified for. Let's see, anything. It's just all. Ooh, a talent partner. Maybe not. I don't have the HR background. Yeah, so hopefully you guys have better luck than me because yeah, I didn't get the education I needed in school. I went to damn college for a fucking psychology degree. Like, what? How much more useless is that? Like, but yeah, guys, IOHK is hiring. If you're interested, a lot of jobs here, a lot of jobs. All right, moving on. All right, we have input output here, guys. We have our partner June here and Peyton Jones. They joined us to share the Plutus updates. It's only about 50 seconds long. Let's take a listen.
One thing that has excited you about this journey so far?
I'm a scientist at heart. And for me, Cardano's focus on science first and building a robust system is super exciting, and day to day to take new scientific insights and translating them into something that in the end is a product we can give to people. For me, that's awesome.
Awesome. Michael?
I think I'm going to end up echoing Manuel with a slightly different slant and say it's the innovation. Here we are. We are always breaking new ground. It's both a joy and a pain. You can't just say, we'll just copy what so-and-so did, because it doesn't apply, it doesn't fit, we're doing something different, we have to come up with our own way of doing it, we have to come up with a way of squaring that circle. And when you do come up with a way of squaring the circle, it's a great feeling.
I would agree.
Well, why don't you give
I
us
would agree indeed. So, science-based, we're focused on long-term based goals, and you know, changing the world is never easy. Being part of something great is never easy. Let's continue to keep the faith, guys. All right, so I wanted to showcase their TikTok as well. They've been posting pretty regularly here, guys. This guy here is great. I'm actually, after we show this short TikTok video here, I'm gonna give a shout out to the Patreon subscribers, and then we're gonna take a look at the Cardano 360 Mini in its entirety, just in case if you haven't caught that. I'll be showcasing that in its entirety. OGs, you can bounce if you want. But let's take a look at this funny video real quick. I love this. Yeah, this is like crazy.
One woman we love to.
So,
if you're new around here, welcome to crypto. If you're new around here, welcome to crypto.
That's how it be, bro. For real, that's exactly how it be. Yeah, I love their TikTok. I love their TikTok, guys. Please go ahead and follow it. It's hilarious. Yeah, they've got a lot of videos here, and you know, at the end of the day, you know, teeny boppers and freaking little kids are on TikTok. They're not on Facebook like we are. They're on TikTok and Snapchat, and in order to facilitate adoption, we need to get them on board. So, all right, guys, I apologize. There's not a whole lot of news today, so bear with me. The biggest news today was D = 0 day. Congratulations to full decentralization, but other than that, I was scraping the bottom of the barrel. Another thing as well, the Cardano Reddit has reached 300,000 subscribers, so that was also a milestone. So I know it's a bit light on news today, yes, here and on VeChain, but that's okay. I still love coming to talk to you guys each and every day as well. So thank you to my wonderful Patreon supporters: AJ, Brett, Garlic House, Mac Harris, Sergio, Lassie Nielsen, The Frontline, Jeffrey, Ethan, AmericanHomeRemedies.com. Maryland for Crypto, Bruce Wayne, Feruz Din, Brady Adams, Joe Menes, Kyle Bacci, Cryptos, VT.SI, Eric Parr, Ed did the voice for the people, HBD, SouthBay.com, Daniel A, Crypto Chemtrails, Climax ZH, Angela Schroyer, Craig Wadding, DNC Vel, and MakerDAO Crumbs. Thank you so much for your wonderful Patreon support, guys. I love you. If the OGs want to bounce, you can, but noobs, stay around, guys. If you have not seen this is awesome. This is about 7 minutes long. It's the same gentleman here, just breaking down that 3-hour Cardano 360 into 7 minutes. It's greatness, absolutely greatness. I hope they continue to do this. It's been a positive feedback from the community on these mini Cardano 360s, and I think that this will also facilitate adoption. So let's just watch it in its entirety, guys. I think it's worth it. If you don't want to stick around, I love you. Don't let your memes be dreams. And I will talk to you guys tomorrow with the VeChain updates. Bye.
Welcome to the Cardano 360 Mini. This is where we take the Cardano 360 show and then boil it down into a condensed version that highlights the biggest moments. And first up, Women in Cardano. March is Women's History Month, and it highlights contributions made by women both past and present, and we caught up with Shweta Chauhan, the first female Cardano stake pool operator, to talk about being recently included in a Forbes article about inspirational women and receiving funding through Project Catalyst to create the Lovelace Academy, which is aimed at bringing developers into the Cardano ecosystem. We also had a very insightful conversation with Runtime Verification's Grigori Russo, and he gave us a rundown on what they've been working on, as well as a time frame for when we can expect to see what they've been working on. But before we get to the time frame, let's explain what's going on. This is the LLVM. It's been around for almost 20 years and it's used by some of the biggest companies in the world such as Apple, Intel, Sony, and lots more. It's pretty much the industry standard. And the LLVM allows high-level languages to compile into something that major systems can understand. And why this matters is because runtime verifications is creating Yelly, and Yelly is connected to Cardano. And the way that Yelly is going to work is on the back end of the LLVM to convert anything that passes through it, so anything that can be compiled on the LLVM can be translated into Yelly and work on Cardano. This is the tool that will open up universality on Cardano and allow developers from any language to develop smart contracts on Cardano. So when is this coming?
So that's why we hope that in 6 months we are going to have a first version without any library support. So there will be some limitations, like developers will not be able to use the full power of float numbers or other things that are not even that common on the blockchain. But they will be able to write very basic programs, smart contracts using conventional languages in 6 months.
The idea is that once this is in place and the connection has been established, the community can then start working on developing and expanding Yelly, giving it greater functionality. But this is not the only thing that Runtime is working on. They're also working on something called Alpha Frontier, and you can think of it like a verification process. When it comes to a bug in smart contracts, a bug could mean the loss of millions of dollars. So how do you avoid smart contracts with bugs? That's where Alpha Frontier comes in. The goal is to create a certification process so that before people even interact with the smart contract, they can know what level of auditing that smart contract has undergone. After going through the Alpha Frontier certification process, smart contracts would include some sort of visual indication of the level of auditing that smart contract underwent, with the most rigorous being the most securely rated. This would give you an at-a-glance understanding of safety and security of smart contracts. But creating this certification standard is just one piece of the story. Using this standard, the idea is to go and approach dApps and projects that are working well on Ethereum and then bring them over to Cardano and create a three-way partnership between runtime verifications, IOHK, and the product maker. And the idea is to benefit everyone. Cardano adds growth products, users, devs, and raises the security bar. The product gets to extend to Cardano with elevated security solutions by runtime verifications, and runtime verifications increases its expertise, partnerships, and formally verified modules. dApps that currently run on Ethereum also running on Cardano is something we're all looking forward to. And in fact, we were treated to a demo of a Uniswap-like decentralized exchange working perfectly in the Plutus language. Decentralization is one of the current topics in the ecosystem, so we made sure to talk about what does full decentralization mean. On March 31st, D will equal 0, and that means 100% of the blocks are being produced by stakeful operators. But this is just the first step of 3 that will lead us to full decentralization. What comes next is the network. As it stands right now, the network is somewhat peer-to-peer. I say somewhat because peers are connecting to each other, but it has to be done manually. And with this next phase of improvements, the goal will be to make this automatic, so interactions between agents on the network are more fluid, with the final step being governance, which is already being worked on with Project Catalyst, as many of you know. By the way, we just released a special standalone video about reward sharing and pledge by our chief scientist, Agalos. So be sure to check that out too if you're into the science and philosophy of rewards. In the show, we saw the announcement of the Plutus Pioneer Program, and this program is geared towards teaching developers how to write in Plutus. So if you're a developer, you don't even need to have experience with Haskell, but you want to learn Plutus, follow the link in the description to check out the sign up for the program and to learn more. And speaking of learning about Cardano, there was also the announcement of a commissioning of a Mastering Cardano book that will be written by James Coldwell. He is a professor at Wyoming University, and he has taken on the challenge of putting together something that covers Cardano from front to back that will explain everything you need to know. We got an update on Project Catalyst, and the numbers continue to grow, with almost 17,000 participants now signed up on IdeaScale. That is a tremendous amount of participants, and with the recent rise in ADA price, the treasury is now nearing $500 million in available funds. Since the start of Project Catalyst, the first fund had $0, the second fund had $250K, the third fund $500K, the fourth fund $1 million, and the upcoming Fund 5 will have $2 million to go towards funding projects to help the Cardano ecosystem. If you want to get involved in Project Catalyst, you can go to cardano.idealscale.com, create an account, and then check your email for explanations that will fill you in on all the details. Make sure to check your junk mail too, they might get caught there. Ben Gertzel made an appearance on the show to give us an update on the Singularity Net partnership and what they've been working on. Ben mentioned that they are working on an AI DSL, or domain-specific language, and this would be a language for AI agents running on Cardano to interact with each other. Ben also talked about robots, specifically Grace, who is a sibling to Sophia and is aimed at the medical industry, and how they plan to include the use of the Cardano blockchain. Hanson Robotics will be building Grace with the AI mind from SingularityNet, which will be running on the Cardano blockchain, offering a level of security for sensitive information that Cardano can provide. A few months ago, a partnership was announced with Wolfram Alpha, and this month we got an update on progress. And that is that they have now integrated Cardano into the Wolfram language, and are able now to read transactions from Cardano in the Wolfram language, with the next step being able to write transactions to Cardano along with Oracle integration. And if you're not familiar with Wolfram Alpha, it is a knowledge engine, and what Wolfram Alpha will be able to do is deliver computational facts to blockchains that trigger clauses in smart contracts, which will be greatly beneficial to smart contracts on Cardano. And of course, last but not least, the Alonzo roadmap. All this month and into April, the Ledger node code is being updated, and that coincides with Plutus development and the integration of the code as well. Near the end of April, a private testnet will be launched to check everything is working, and near the start of May, the Pioneer testnet will be launched. They will test this for 2 months, and if everything goes well, at the end of June, there will be a code freeze. This freeze will last a minimum of 4 weeks to give exchanges like Binance, Coinbase, and Bittrex the time they need to update, and if everything goes as planned, we'll see smart contracts on Cardano in August. And that's it for the Cardano 360 Mini. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will see you in the next one.